Hey, I'm Kailie Simpson, and I'm Jersey's upcoming rock and roll baby. I've always pinned myself as a late bloomer because I wasn't the typical musician that was diving into songwriting and learning how to play instruments until much later in my life, which was very intimidating, honestly, especially in my early 20s. I'm a Jersey girl through and through. I have not left. I don't plan on leaving. Cheetah print runs through my veins. I'm not sure that I would say that my location changes how I would write music, but I will say that growing up in Jersey, being from Jersey, never leaving Jersey, never wanting to leave Jersey, definitely has an impact on me. Now, mind you, I definitely would love to be a snowbird in the future. The winters are a little rough here, but I love the people. I find that people in Jersey are raw, authentic, genuine. They're a little rough around the edges, they got a little bite to them. And so I take a lot of pride in that. I identify with those personality traits, and I do think that my music represents Jersey and all of those adjectives. Kailie 5 years ago, she was a very, very, very motivated young woman. She knew what she wanted. She wasn't taking no for an answer. She had a vision, she had a dream, and she was getting it done. 5 years ago, it was her first time being in a room full of musicians, her band that she, curated herself. And it was her first time taking music that she wrote alone in her bedroom on a piano to a full band. She had to learn to appreciate the drums. Now, Kailie, 5 years later, loves the drums and understands that that's the driving force of all of her songs. The thing about me 5 years ago, I definitely was a victim of constant comparison and looking at other people and what they were doing and being like, well, I'm not doing that. Why are they there and I'm here and I'm not doing... And that's when I realized what people are doing behind closed doors, you have no idea. You have no idea how many years they put into their craft. You have no idea their struggles or their passions or what they're doing from their day to day. You don't know the financial situation. There's so many things. So 5 years ago, Kailie was tenacious and driven and passionate, and she got me to where I am today. And I will say I don't compare myself nearly as much, which is a breath of fresh air. But yeah, 25-year-old Kailie wasn't too bad. She had a lot of learning to do, and I still do, but she was a go-getter. And so I thank her because I'm here today.
Oh yeah, we got some awesome pretty girls in the front. We're about to party rock.
Rock is definitely male-dominated, but that's not to say there aren't badass women in rock, because there's tons, and that's who I've been inspired by my entire life. For myself, personally, when I get up on the stage, especially if I'm doing a showcase or I'm on a bill with a bunch of bands, they do tend to be more male-centric. I use it as an advantage. I look at it like, hey, there are girls in this audience. There are people in this audience that are going to see themselves in me, and I write music from the woman's perspective. I would describe my music, if I had to put it under an umbrella, as rock music. But I don't think that all of my music is rock and roll. I would describe myself as a fiery, passionate, soul exposure type of artist. It doesn't matter what I'm singing. I could be singing a really fun summer rock and roll song and my hair can be flinging around, but I'm giving all of my energy. I'm dancing, I'm having the best time with the guitar solo, all of that. And then there's moments where I come down and I come into myself and I'm singing the most gut-wrenching, heartbreaking song and I'm close to tears. Everything is based off of an experience. So yeah, I can't say any of it was intentional. It wasn't necessarily by accident, but it was not intentional. It's very organic and authentic. What a beautiful success story it will be if people in 10 years say that they felt something from me, that they saw themselves in my songs, or that I sang something or I wrote something that resonated with them, or that they came to a show and I made them feel comfortable enough to express themselves and just let themselves go and just feel music, because everyone's on their own journey. And the reason I also believe that is because I wasn't who I am today, who I was 10 years ago. And if things happened for me 10 years ago, I don't think I would have been able to sustain what I can sustain now. I needed to learn life lessons. I had to go through experiences. I had to live my life to be the woman that I am today. And the woman that I am today is very much ready, very much able to take on the responsibilities that I have now been handed and the journey that I'm taking. So I really do believe that timing is everything, and that's why I tell everybody around me, including myself, breathe, because your story is not their story, and their story is not your story. Focus on you, focus on your path, and focus on your timing. Life is still gonna be very stressful. It's still gonna be very stressful. It's gonna be hard, I'm not gonna lie, but it'll be well worth it.